Do you often take things way too personally? Stay tuned. We're going to talk all about it. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels. I'm a child therapist and I make videos for kids with anxiety or OCD. And today I want to talk to you about something that is near and dear to my anxious heart. And that is taking pretty much everything personally. This is one of my biggest anxiety themes, and it's probably one of yours as well. Because as anxious people, we tend to overanalyze and overread what people say and do to us. Now, this can be something really simple, like your mom says, "Hey, pick up all your clothes," or "Hey, put your dishes in the sink." And what you hear is, "I hate you. You're such a disappointment." Now, our parents aren't saying that, but that's what our anxiety is hearing. Or it could happen to you socially, where your friends are like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I'm busy right now." Or maybe they just leave you on read and they don't even respond to you. And your anxiety says, they saw that, they just don't care about you. They don't want to be friends with you. So a lot of us go from 0 to 60. We go from small situation to catastrophic situation in next to no time at all. So how do we fix this? Because we can't control what our thoughts are in the beginning. Anxiety will just be like, and it will give us a thought. And we can't control that. I can't control that. And I've been working on this for 4 decades. If I have an anxious thought, that's coming to me and it's not anything that I can stop. So if I say something to someone and they ever say something back and I feel like maybe they didn't say something nice enough, or maybe I took their tone wrong, that anxiety thought is going to be like, boop, they hate your guts. Natasha, they hate your guts. And now, what am I going to do with that? And you are probably in the same boat. If your parent says to you, "Hey, I told you, you have to do your homework before you are able to go on the computer," your anxiety is going to be like, "Your mom thinks you're such a disappointment. Your mom thinks you're a total liar. By the way, your mom hates you." Did your mom say she hates you? No, but that's the anxious thought. We can't control that now, but we can control what we do with that. I always say that we can't control the initial anxiety thought that we get, but we can control what we do with it. That's where we get to show up. That's where we get to change the situation and not be victim to our anxiety. So when we have an anxious thought that says, "By the way, your mom hates your guts," or "By the way, your best friend, she wants to dump you. She doesn't even want to be your friend," we get to question that. And we want to look at the facts, because anxiety doesn't want us to look at the facts. Anxiety just says, "Did you hear her tone? Your mom wishes you were never born." And we have to confront our anxiety and say, "Hold on a second. My mom just asked me to do my homework first. That's kind of reasonable. She did say that to me before. Does that mean that she hates my guts? Does it mean that I'm a disappointment to her and she wishes I was never born?" I think that's a big leap. And so we want to challenge our anxiety and say, "I'm sorry, anxiety, but I think my mom just wants me to do my homework." Now that takes some skill, because you may not feel that in your heart. In your heart, you might be like, "She hates me." You might even want reassurance. "Mom, do you love me? Mom, do you hate me?" And we don't want to grow our anxiety. We don't need to get reassurance. We can challenge our anxiety and say, objectively, by the facts, my mom just asked me to do my homework. She didn't say she hates me. That's a big leap. I'm not taking that leap, anxiety. I'm going to go do my homework and I'm going to let go of those feelings. Same thing with our friends. "Oh my gosh, why didn't she text me back?" Right? And then anxiety pipes in with, "Because she hates her guts." And we want to challenge that anxious thought and say, what else could it be? "Well, I know that she could be busy. Maybe she is, doing her homework. Or maybe she said she'll get back to me later. Oh yeah, she told me that she couldn't go out with me today." And my anxiety might pipe in and say, "That's because she has other friends who she likes better." And then we want to look at the alternative. Well, maybe, she's allowed to have other friends, or maybe she already had plans with them. Does it mean that she hates my guts? Does it mean that our friendship is over? That's a pretty big leap. So what I want you to try to practice doing is, when you get an anxious thought that you think is a pretty big leap, I want you to go back and look at the facts. What are the facts? And when you just stare at the facts and there's nothing in the facts that say someone hates your guts, wish you were never born, don't want to be friends with you again. If you're not seeing that in the facts, they didn't text you that, your mom didn't say that, then you want to fill in the gap with some alternative possibilities. You want to challenge your anxiety and say, or it could be, that she just wants me to do my homework. Or it could be that my friend is busy and it's okay, she's allowed to have other friends. It's hard, and it is something that I still have to force myself to do on a weekly basis for sure. But when I do that, I wind up feeling better because I realize that my initial anxious thought was an extreme reaction, and that when I look at the facts, I have a different possible explanation for what can be, and I'm able to let it go a lot quicker. So I hope that helps you. I hope that you find the sparkle in everything you do. I'll talk to you again next Thursday. Take care.